Hello, everyone. Good morning. It's kind of early over here, but today's talk is gonna be. I want to speak on healing oneself, because throughout my spiritual awakening, I was able to heal myself, but I didn't get sick until after. So let me just cut to it. When a person ups and just pops up with an illness, I'm not saying that all illnesses stem from this, because some people are born sick, but 9 times out of 10, if an illness just pops up on your ass, it's more than likely because of the internal issues that's taking place, how you're dealing with life emotionally and spiritually, your position spiritually, your, just the whole lineup, your self-worth, how you look at yourself, how you're how you're just all of that, all of this internal work that goes along with a spiritual awakening. So I don't feel that how do I say this? Hold on. My bad. Anyway, I was able to heal myself. And how I healed myself, well, first of all, when I found myself in a illness state, and I ain't talking about no common cold or no shit like that. This shit could have got worse. But thank God, the spirit helped me. And I was on a spiritual awakening during the time, because had I not been on a spiritual awakening, God may still have helped me to save myself. But at the same time, I consciously knew that I was gonna receive some help from the spirit to keep from getting too fucked up body wise. I was on methadone, right? And I was on methadone for years. But after my last pregnancy on methadone, I was pregnant taking the low doses of methadone and whatnot. That particular pregnancy, which is this baby right here playing on the damn tablet. I ain't gonna show y'all. So her daddy and I was like, he was my catalyst to the spiritual awakening. So I went through a lot of grief, a lot of heartache, a lot of turmoil. But when you're pregnant, your body, after you had a baby, your body has to get back right. And oh shit, my body wouldn't get back right. The reason why I feel that my body wouldn't get back right is not just because of the methadone, but because of all of the grief, the heartache, the confusion I was going through, my actual state that I was in, like home wise. I'm talking about like where I was staying. I wasn't on my independent shit, and I feel like all those emotions and all of that negative energy, being that I was pregnant, being that I was on methadone, it had kind of sucked up in my body, because after I had the baby, my legs I've never experienced swollen legs during the pregnancy period. After I had her, that's when my legs started swelling up. My body got real fucking bloated. I'm talking about I was big as hell. But it wasn't nothing but pus, water. My feet was fucked up. And my stomach, I couldn't shit. So in order for me to fix that, how do I fix that? So I'm already knowing, my gut was telling me that some of it is this methadone. But my gut also told me, this ain't gonna stay like this if you don't want it to. And I tried everything. I was doing all kinds of shit. Exercising, goddamn praying over, doing all that. Essential oils and all that. Nothing will fucking work, but it just want time for the shit to work. So, I went through that for like a year after I had my baby. I was just fucked up. And the spirit told me, nah, okay, that shit started at your feet. It's rising up your body. Let that shit get to your motherfucking lungs and your goddamn heart, bitch, is over. So, that was the catalyst that wasn't the catalyst, because I already, that wasn't the catalyst. What the catalyst was, the catalyst that took place is how you heal yourself. And the catalysts are outside of you somewhat. The spirit is going to provide all of the necessary individualized routes and tools needed that you're not aware of at the moment. But as long as you do all things with intention, especially when it comes down to the things that you're trying to do to heal yourself, I don't give a damn what it is. If it's going outside sitting in the sun, in your mind and in your heart, understand and know that these vitamin D rays are going into my skin, penetrating the cells in my DNA, and they're healing me. Just that alone will help the spirit. Because when you take one foot forward, don't you know the Spirit is going to assist you in taking that foot forward and the rest of them? And since we know, if you believe in God and the Spirit and you're on an actual spiritual awakening, even if you're in the beginning of it and you're not quite sure if this shit is real or not, inside your soul and your heart, you have a place to know that things don't have to stay fucked up. Ain't no way God put us here on this planet without no assistance. Hell no, that can't be. So, anyways, what my point is that the needed steps and the needed things that you could never see coming or see ahead of a time, the Spirit will provide you with that and provide you with that foresight and that guidance as long as you take steps your damn self. And I don't care how long it takes. You might be been through the shit 2-3 years. But if you are on a spiritual journey and you find your mental and your spirit elevating in the consciousness that you have had a year prior to that, then you have to also, that's the only way though, because you have to also understand with rising in consciousness comes more spiritual courage and more spiritual confidence. And in order to get spiritual confidence and courage, you have to any kind of courage or confidence or something. I have to first experience that I know this shit is real. So throughout that shit, you're gonna experience little synchronicities. Good, you're gonna come to the realization that this shit is real. And then as you continue on that path, whatever it is that you're needing, it'll fall into place. Okay, I'm trying to give y'all a real good explanation. Because for me to go down the line of the exact details on how that shit, because see, the methadone wasn't, I'm going to look at the illness that I'm speaking of as an example for myself. The illness was the addiction. It wasn't the methadone. It wasn't even my legs and shit. But the addiction is what jump started all the problems, right? So the addiction is what I had to deal with mentally, but I didn't even really fucking know that, because I didn't know that's why I was going through. I kind of knew, but I didn't know that that's what was turning my body all fucked up for real. But the thing is, I didn't have to know, because we can't know most things that is to come, and we damn sure can't come up with a solution that we don't even know what the problem is yet. But Spirit can. And anyways, long story short, bro. You just have to have faith and confidence and make intentional, conscious, intentional, proactive moves towards the right direction with, I don't want to say faith, but with the knowing that you are a divine being and you have purpose here. By you having purpose here, why would you just be left to hang and rot? You're not. I mean, that don't even fucking make sense. So, you know what? It all goes back. I'm sorry, but it goes back to the experience. You're gonna have to experience it. And I'm sure we've all experienced some certain shit. Even before we were so-called spiritual, on a spiritual journey, we've all went through miracles and weird things happening for our benefit or for our detriment. But if you realize that those things happen because Spirit is real and there's something outside of what we can see going on, and if your heart is in good standing and you know that you're doing the best that you can to be the best, to be in alignment with what it is that's beneficial to you, then you'll also know that the Spirit will provide the needed. Oh, girl, you so cold. You'll also know that the Spirit will provide everything else that you need. Yeah, this the baby right here. Anyways, I'm finna run out of time, y'all. I got like 50 seconds. I hope that was good. I hope that was enough information to make y'all understand at least kind of where I'm trying to get to. Because I can't... This spiritual awakening is an individualized one. It's individual. It's unique to each and every person here, that's trying to go through it. I can't give you the rundown A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But I can give you my scenario as an example, and hopefully, man, bye.